You feeling lucky or unlucky and need some help? We're gonna review these Lucky Wedges. Stay tuned. Alright, hey guys, this is Brady and Tyson with Golf Ascending, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to click that button and that little like button or notification bell, because we do create weekly golf content, although I wouldn't mind you clicking that like button as well. But today we are reviewing the Lucky Wedge. This is a pretty sweet product that we found, and I don't know about you, but maybe you've seen these on ads. I've been attacked with ads on these clubs on Google, and we finally decided to try them out. So Tyson's going to tell you a little bit about specs, what package deals they have, and then we'll go into kind of our opinions as we have tested these out.
Yep, so like Brady said, these are I guess is Lucky Wedges by Lucky Golf. Side note, they also do putters as well. Let us know down in the comments if you guys would like us to do a review on their putter. But Lucky Wedges, like Brady said, we have seen this as targeted ads on our Facebook feed, emails, other stuff, and they catch your eye. They really do. I mean, there's just something to be said about something that's got a 4-leaf clover on it, that's green, and gold. The whole club is gold.
That one's gold.
But anyways, we dove in, we decided let's give these things a test, see if they're just gimmicky, look cool on your shelf, or if they actually are playable. So what we've got here, Brady and I have two different wedges. So these are the version 1s that I have in gold, and then Brady's got the version 2 in silver. Also want to mention that in the version 1 they also have a black model as well, but it just does not have the cool gold shaft green grip combination on those. So just kind of start off, these wedges, they retail about anywhere from 100 to 115 per wedge. Now depending on the package that you do, you know, the wedge could get cheaper. If you get a set of 3 wedges, it could go down to about $100 a wedge. If you go 2 wedges and a putter, you know, it could get a little bit cheaper. So just kind of make that mental note, but it's about $100-ish per wedge. Now, one really cool thing about this, as you guys know, I'm left-handed, and it's always nice to see that there are left-handed options. Now, in Lucky Golf and in wedges specifically, the only left-handed models are in the version 1 gold wedges, and that's what I've got here. What is really cool about the version 1 gold wedges for left-handers specifically is you have a lot of options. You actually can choose, you know, if you end up doing the bundle of 3 wedges, you know, the $300 option, you can choose what loft you want. If you have something wonky going on in your bag and you need a 50 degree, a 52, and then a 58, you can do that. You can do whatever you want, but the degrees of loft range from 50 degree in increments of 2 up to 60 degrees. So that would be 50, 52, 54, 56, and 60. So I really like that about that. Unfortunately, the black is not an option in the version 1 for left-handers, but same kind of deal with black for right-handers. You have the option of degrees of loft there. You can gap out where you need to. Kind of moving on to the wedge that Brady's got, it's the version 2. A couple of things that we noticed that is a little bit different. The logoing on the club is a little bit different. It does say Lucky pretty big across the back. It does still have the iconic clover with the golfer in it, and then another thing is it does include the bounce on the sole, so that's helpful, you know, if you do need to know those numbers. Another thing that I noticed with that wedge, and Brady as well, is that the sole is thicker. So this is something that they call their C sole, I believe. So, you know, I know Brady lately has been liking that for a short game and kind of having that extra bounce and kind of more meat to the club.
Yeah, good forgiveness on it as
well.
But
anyways, just kind of overall my thoughts. You know, I've swung these things quite a bit. I actually got myself the 50 and the 56 in these Lucky Wedges. The reason why is I wanted to be able to test a full shot, and so the 50 degree kind of helped me enable, okay, is this club going what a 50 degree should? And I'll tell you, it does. It goes exactly the distance that it needs to go. I didn't have any doubt whatsoever that I couldn't hit the number that I needed to. With the 56, I like to use a club like this around the greens, and man, like, you can do literally any shot that you need to. You get enough spin that, you know, I would see even in like a Vokey. Softness, as far as softness goes, I actually would say these, to me, feel slightly softer than a Vokey.
They're pretty soft.
They're
good feeling wedges.
Yeah, they're not super clicky, but like just give you a little bit of feedback, but they are very soft. We've done a few wedge videos in the past. Lazrus Golf is one of those. That one was a little bit harder and a little bit firmer. This one is definitely softer. So, you know, I think you see that with the value and how much it costs. It is a little bit more expensive, but you know, there you go. You got a softer, cooler looking wedge. But that's basically my thoughts on the Lucky Wedges.
But tell us what you think of the gold. Would you put the gold in your bag?
That is actually a good question. So one of the things about the gold is that it is very flashy. It's very shiny. And so, you know, if you want to go around the course with something blingy like a gold wedge with a gold shaft, you know, it gives you that confidence. Definitely this is something for you. But for me personally, I kind of like a little bit of a duller look at a dress. I like something that's not going to distract me, maybe not bounce off the sun and get me in the eyes. You know, and to me, when I first saw these gold wedges, I actually thought, what a cool idea for like a trophy for like a par 3 contest, like, you know, close to the pin, or, you know, a chipping contest, because it really is like you could leave it in the plastic and just make it be a wall hanger, and it looks really cool. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on the gold. But I know Brady's got some different opinion there.
I haven't decided yet if I would go with gold. I think they look really cool, but I'm kind of with Tyson. I'm not sure I'd put it in my bag, but this one, I absolutely would put in my bag. I love the look, I love the design, and like Tyson said, we're on the same page here. These perform really well, they feel really good, they're soft, you get good spin, they're forgiving. The only reason I'm not putting this in my bag is because I already have some custom wedges and iron set, the sub 70s, and I just haven't, you know, gotten to the point where I feel like I need to switch. But this is a super quality wedge. I would totally put it in the bag. And again, it's not as cheap as some of those like Lazrus wedges or Bombtechs, you know, some of those out of the box wedges, but it is cheaper than most premium wedges, quite cheaper.
Yeah,
I mean, $50 to $100 cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, your premium wedges, you're looking anywhere from $150 to $200 per wedge.
And this feels like one of those, and in my opinion, at least this one, it looks like one of those. Well, I think this looks great.
Yeah, you know, I would say, so this version 2, it's kind of like this frosted chrome, kind of that matte finish. If these gold ones were kind of in that more kind of dull frosted gold finish, like a satin look, I think that's something that I could actually game. Maybe go away with the gold shaft. This is a little blingy.
That's probably a little too much of the shaft, but
yeah, that's just kind of the overall thoughts on the looks.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, looks, I love it how it looks, the feel, the design, performance, still good. Price, pretty darn good. But one thing we did want to mention, one last thing, is the fact that it just says Lucky, and then you got the freaking 4-leaf clover. I'm a fan of anything with clovers and luck. I like those hats, Live Lucky, or is it Black Clover?
Black Clover, yeah.
And their motto is Live Lucky. And even I think Tony Robbins always wears that hat because he likes that motto. And it's kind of cool when you pull this out of the bag, you kind of feel confident, like, hey, I feel like this is gonna be a good shot. And golf is a mental game, and there is something to that. That's another reason why I like the idea of having this in my bag, because it's like, oh, especially if it's your specialized wedge, like, hey, this is my 60, this is what I do everything around the green. I use this for everything around the green or in the bunker. You know, hey, this is gonna be a lucky shot. So there is something to say about that in the mental aspect, which I do like.
Well, and it's the confidence too, right? If you've got a wedge that's saying Lucky on it, and it's gonna give you luck, that's gonna give you more confidence, right?
Yeah.
You know,
it's like Harry Potter with that one potion. Just kidding, that actually works.
But anyways, that is me and Brady's review of the Lucky Golf Wedges. Let us know if you guys enjoyed the video by clicking that thumbs up button. If you guys would like to see us review their putter, let us know down in the comments. But yeah, leave us a comment down below if you guys would play with something like the Lucky Wedge. Like we always do, we post videos every week, so we'll see you next time.